Alright, I actually got out of work a little bit early today and it was still daylight, so I decided to come over to Airport Lakes Park to make dinner. Dinner is simply ramen noodles with the Dollar Tree veggies that I got the other day, and this time I put in the Dollar Tree salamis. You know, the really cheap dollar ones. Of course, they're $1. They're from the Dollar Tree. Anyhow, I'm going to let this cook up, and while it's cooking up, I take a little walk around the park here just to show you guys what's here. It's my first time actually walking around the area, so you'll be discovering things with me. We're going to walk around the lake, and hopefully when we come back, the food will be ready to eat. I'm just going to have the noodles. Put the other one underneath. You can see the salami that I put there from the Dollar Tree. It's cheap Dollar Tree salami. We're going to let everything heat up here. Make sure it's on high. It is currently on high mode. So we're going to let it boil up and cook up. And that's what we're going to have for dinner tonight. I'm just going to add some seasoning packet when it's done, and also some crushed peppers and some water. I've been doing pretty well this week, sticking with my my switch over from soda to water. Had a really bad headache the other day because I was last week I ended up reverting. I grabbed some Shasta Cola or whatever from the Dollar Tree, and I ended up drinking over the course of 1 or 2 days 8 of those cans. Yeah, it's pretty bad, isn't it? And what happened was, a day or two later, I had this humongous migraine. I think you guys have experienced that if you try to withdraw from caffeine. So I'm not going to try to drink any more soda. Let my body get used to being clean. And it's beautiful. It's hard to believe this is pretty much the middle of Orlando. We're in the middle of the city here. But apparently there are people walking out there in the distance. So this path goes around. I don't think it goes around the lake. I think it goes around the park. And there are all sorts of people walking around out here. Holy schmoly, where does this park go? Maybe this path goes deeper than I thought. I'm starting to think this path doesn't just go around the lake. I think it goes out into the woods out there. Which means I may not be going all the way back there because I got my food cooking over there at the pavilion back there behind the bushes. I don't even see the pavilion. I thought it just walked around this lake. But evidently it comes back here on an actual path. So I see somebody else here, so I don't want to film that person. But there is a walkway through the woods here. I think he sees me and he's gonna turn and go the other way. Yeah, it's got little benches here that you can sit down on. Just take a look at the area and just enjoy the serenity of nature. As long as the airline jets don't fly overhead, because I saw how close they flew. We are just right off the airport, so when the jets fly by here, they are really close. It's actually kind of cool out here today. I have a little jacket on, but it's really peaceful out here. It's quite beautiful, actually. Wonder how far back this goes. There's like a lot of people here, so I'm not going to film by those people because I don't want them to freak out with me filming. There's like a lot of people. Interesting. Evidently, they have some kind of little workout area. You can follow the trail. It says Airport Lake Park Disc Golf Course. So you can play disc golf. I guess you toss the little discus and try to hit certain areas. I don't know exactly how you play this. I thought I'd seen them before, and they had like little chains. Oh yeah, they do. See those little baskets there? So they have all these things here for people to play, and people toss the discus, or whatever they call them, into these metal rings. And you go from one to another. So I guess this is something you can do for exercise. But all these people walking around out here, I think they're just walking. So this is what they use to score when they play that discus game, that discus toss. But there's a lot of little picnic tables out here. More discus thingies. But they don't have electricity, I don't think. Let me look and see if this one does. Looks promising because it's got that pole on the left side there. I know the other one that I went to just a minute ago didn't have any power. So this one here has a conduit, but I think it's just a water drain. I don't see... No, there's electricity or something that wires up through there. Or lightning. I think it's a lightning ground. In case lightning strikes, it goes to the ground. And there's some kind of bridge over here. Wow. This is a lot more elaborate than I thought. Maybe I'm gonna have to go back to my food. I thought I was just gonna walk around that little lake and there's like a bridge back here. Isn't this crazy? There's like a bridge and all sorts of trails back here. It's a disc golf course. There's like numbers that tell you where to go. And there's drinking fountains out here. What a nice little park. I am going to go ahead and cut back and head back towards my food because food does not take that long to cook in that rice cooker, especially hooked up as it is right now on that table. And I don't want to leave it up there without me there. So I'm going to cut back and head back and have dinner. And if there's still daylight, I may come back here, but it is kind of getting dark. It's really not that late, but it gets dark really early now. So I'm going to come back here and explore if there's still some light. If not, this is going to have to happen another time, another day. Meanwhile, I see they have the disc golf thingies here out in the open too. Might be kind of fun to play. I think it's like these frisbees that you throw into those things and you score when you hit it in. It's kind of like golf, but with frisbees. Look at this. They got little retention thingies here. Huh. Some kind of animal lives here. Look at these holes. Pretty big holes, huh? Lots of holes. I don't know what's digging it, but it's pretty big. Yeah, so much for my quick walk around this little pond. I guess I can walk around the pond. Maybe I'll do that. Let's go around the pond even though there is no trail. Watch it not be a pond, but a little lake, a little stream or something. I'm gonna try to walk around just because I'm curious as to what's around the pond. Look at this place. Wow. Definitely worth exploring back there another time. If I get an opportunity, I'm going to come back here and go back there and take a look around. But this little pond is just a tiny little thing. And we're going to go around it here in a moment. Food's like, I'm sure, more than done now. The good thing about those noodles, you can't really overcook it. You could. It'll get kind of soggy and big. So it's just going to be with more water in it, kind of soggy instead of somewhat hard. But really, if you just let it cook and cook and cook, it just absorbs all the water. And when you eat it, you're basically just getting a lot of water inside you. So this is the soccer field that they have out here. And you can pick up some Wi-Fi from the Hyatt place as well as all these different hotels around here. I didn't see them turn on these lights. So I'm not sure what's up with that. Unless they come on like late at night. Looks like some blue jay. A blue jay up there. A sparrow. I don't know. A little bird. Do you guys know what kind of bird that is? I don't think it's a blue jay, because I think a blue jay looks similar to a cardinal. Am I correct? Looks like a cardinal, but blue. That one looks kind of plain looking, but it is kind of bluish in color, I think. And here we are at our food. Let's take a look and see how it looks. Voila, food is done. Yes, nice and hot. Food is done. I'm gonna stir it up, throw in some peppers, and it should be good to go. Although this isn't really a cooking episode, I thought you guys might enjoy me putting all the pepper on here and giving you a taste test. I meant to pick up some lemon and I forgot. Doesn't that look good? Look at all that pepper. Let's go ahead and try this out. Yeah, it's nice and hot. Look at that steam coming out. Food is hot. Looks good. Here's our salami. Cheap Dollar Tree salami. Let's try her out and see how it tastes. I will admit, the Cotto salami or whatever it is, the one I got from Walmart, was better than this one. Oh, you know why? I didn't add the seasoning, so let me add the seasoning. Alright, I've added the seasoning. Now it's just a matter of getting it all mixed up and letting that flavor spread out. I know you guys are freaking out about me eating it right out of this bowl with a metal fork here. I'll try my best not to scrape off any of that coating. Alright, let's try this. Again, round 2. I think the seasoning makes the difference. I used 2 packets of noodles, but only 1 packet of the seasoning. It is pretty high in sodium, so I try not to drink all the liquid, but this is a good dinner for me. Well, until next time, everybody, I hope you're eating well, staying safe. I want to let you all know I'm thinking of you still, and appreciate all of you with your positive feedback and comments, and those of you with constructive criticisms. I do read everything and try to take it into note and try to adjust what I can. Some of you have questions, but they've been answered in previous videos, like some of you wondering why I would leave the post office job. I didn't really leave that job, they let me go. They fired me, basically. I got into one too many accidents here with the mail truck, but that's a whole nother story. So that's how we ended up in this situation right now, kind of. As far as visitation, when I had the mail job, it was hard to get my ex to be flexible in allowing me to see my kids. She only wanted to let me see them on my weekends off, and when I had days off that weren't the weekends, she didn't want me to see them, so it was kind of difficult. Had to really push and shove and do all sorts of crazy stuff just to try to see my kids. But all that's in the past. I've let it go. So where we're at right now, the job that I'm in, some of you were questioning because, as you know, it's pure commission. So if I don't earn enough, I'll be in the hole. But the plan is to use the draw right now to at least get my foot back up, and I feel I can do better than the draw. The draw is kind of low. It is like minimum wage, so I'm trying to get enough sales where I can exceed the draw and get child support paid off, as well as I'm caught up on the arrears and whatnot, and try to continue paying for the house and all the other stuff that I have now at this point. The big thing, for those of you who aren't aware of it, is that the channel is growing. So some of you have seen it, like Charles and several other people who have been there from the I myself didn't see it then, but I see it now, and I think if we can keep on this steady pace and not let the channel falter, there is a potential that this channel can grow to become a viable income source, like a real job, you know, where I could potentially travel and do things. I'll have my kids with me when I can, obviously, but I'll be traveling around the country, filming things to show you, you know, travel videos, basically, living in a van, traveling, and all the cool things that you guys like seeing, instead of just always, it seems like, survival mode. But I guess even with survival mode, we're still doing van dweller type stuff, so, you know, people who find themselves in this situation may actually find these videos quite useful. I hope that you guys are all doing well, and wanted to wish you a good day or good night whenever you're watching this. Thank you again for tuning in. Take care now.